The crypto world just witnessed something incredible. Pi Network's price took a dramatic dive that sent shockwaves through our entire community, dropping all the way down to 40 cents and leaving millions of holders questioning everything they believed about their digital treasure. But here's the twist that nobody saw coming. While panic selling was happening left and right, smart money was quietly positioning themselves for what could be the most explosive comeback in Pi Network's history, and the recent 6% surge to 61 cents might just be the beginning of something much bigger than anyone anticipated. Quick question for you amazing pioneers. When you see price dips like this, do you panic sell or do you see it as a golden opportunity? Drop your honest answer in the comments below, and if you're new to our Pi Network journey, make sure to check out my previous videos to catch up on all the latest developments. The link is right there in the description below. While you're at it, show some love to our growing Pi Network family by dropping Pi Network to the moon, along with your country name in the comment section. Let's see how global our community really is. And hey, if this content is helping you stay informed about Pi Network's incredible journey, smash that like button, share this video with your fellow pioneers, and don't forget to subscribe with notifications on so you never miss any crucial Pi Network updates. You can also join our active community on Telegram and Facebook. All links are waiting for you in the description. Before we dive deep into today's analysis, remember that this video is purely for entertainment purposes and should never be considered investment advice of any kind. Always do your own research and make informed decisions. Alright pioneers, let's get started. The Pi Network community just experienced one of those heart-stopping moments that separate true believers from fair-weather holders. When Pi's price crashed below the psychological 50 cents barrier and kissed 40 cents, social media exploded with concerned messages from pioneers worldwide. Many users report feeling caught between two impossible choices: cut their losses and sell, or hold tight and pray for a miracle recovery. The dramatic price swing wasn't just numbers on a screen for our community. Real pioneers who had been eagerly waiting for migration opportunities suddenly found themselves watching their digital wealth shrink before their eyes. Some community members described the feeling as watching years of mining efforts seemingly evaporate in mere hours. The emotional roller coaster was intense, with many users reporting sleepless nights and constant price checking becoming their new reality. But here's where the story gets fascinating. The same community that appeared shaken by the drop began demonstrating the resilience that makes Pi Network special. Instead of mass exodus, many users report doubling down on their belief in the project's long-term vision. The 6% bounce that pushed Pi back to 61 cents wasn't just market mechanics. It represented a community refusing to give up on their digital dreams. The timing of this price volatility couldn't be more ironic. Just as pioneers were getting excited about recent mainnet developments and the KYC grace period extension to February 28, 2025, the market seemed to deliver a reality check. Many users report feeling frustrated by what they perceive as a disconnect between Pi Network's growing ecosystem and its market performance. The lack of major announcements from the core team during this critical period only amplified these concerns. Yet beneath this surface turbulence lies a story that traditional analysts might be missing entirely. Pi Network isn't just another cryptocurrency trying to find its place in a crowded market. With over 70 million registered pioneers, we're talking about a user base that rivals some of the world's largest social media platforms. When you consider that most established cryptocurrencies would kill for even a fraction of this engaged community, the current price action starts looking less like failure and more like a massive opportunity hiding in plain sight. The supply dynamics tell an even more compelling story. Right now, the vast majority of mined Pi tokens remain locked in the migration process, creating an artificial scarcity that most traders don't fully understand. Many users report still waiting for their KYC approval or struggling with migration challenges, which means the circulating supply remains dramatically lower than it could potentially become. This creates a unique scenario where increasing demand could have exponential effects on price movement. Consider what happens when Pi Network's ecosystem truly comes alive. Early adopters in various Pi applications are already demonstrating real-world utility, with some users reporting successfully using Pi for actual transactions within pilot programs. As more merchants, developers, and service providers join the ecosystem, the utility demand for Pi tokens could create buying pressure that current market participants aren't accounting for. Dr. Altcoin's observation about Pi needing to reach at least $10 for practical ecosystem use isn't just wishful thinking, it's mathematical reality. When you break down the economics of running a global digital economy with 70 million potential participants, lower price points simply don't provide the liquidity and stability needed for everyday transactions. The current price levels might actually be artificially suppressed by the limited trading venues and ongoing migration uncertainties. Smart pioneers see this recent price volatility not as a setback, but as a rare window of opportunity. While emotional traders focus on short-term dips, long-term thinkers recognize that Pi Network's core strengths, its working technology, expanding community, and ongoing ecosystem development, remain solid. The rebound from 40 cents to 61 cents isn't just a fluke. It may reflect a market correction from an oversold condition and a sign that the network's real value is still intact despite external pressure. Looking ahead, factors like the KYC grace period extension, continued ecosystem growth, and a locked token supply could all fuel a significant price jump. The once far-fetched $10 target now feels more like a reasonable milestone. With demand rising and supply limited, current prices might be one of the last chances to accumulate Pi before the real momentum kicks in. So there you have it, pioneers. Today we explored how Pi Network's recent price volatility from 40 cents to 61 cents reveals much more than simple market fluctuations. It shows us a community that refuses to give up, supply dynamics that could create explosive price movements, and an ecosystem that's quietly building the foundation for potentially reaching that $10 milestone that seemed impossible just months ago. Your support means everything to our Pi Network family, so please hit that like button, share this video with fellow pioneers who need to hear this perspective, and subscribe with notifications on to stay ahead of every crucial Pi Network development. Now I'm curious about your thoughts. After hearing about the supply constraints, the 70 million user base, and the ecosystem developments, do you think Pi Network's $10 price target is achievable within the next 2 years? Drop your honest prediction in the comments below, and if you have any questions about migration, KYC processes, or anything else Pi Network related, feel free to share those in the comments too. I read every single one and often create videos based on your questions. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video where we'll dive deep into the latest mainnet migration updates and what they mean for your Pi holdings.